Twitter, YouTube. We are going live, recording another podcast episode. I felt inspired to do this. When inspiration strikes, I press record and I press the camera. That's my methodology, my friends. And so this is going to be a good one. I'm excited to share this today. It's something that's been on my heart all week. I finally got words to it. Sometimes stuff stirs inside of me, and then I finally get words later, and then that's when I make the podcast. So we're going to go live here right now. All about focusing your mind. Hey everyone, thanks for listening to the Grow Your Life podcast. My name's Jeremiah Kurkowski, and on this podcast we talk about ways for you to grow in your life and in your business, to get more results, to make more money, and to reach your goals faster. On today's episode, we're going to talk about focusing your mind. Now, it's not a topic that a whole lot of people love to talk about. It's not one of those like how to make $1 million fast type topics, but it actually has everything to do with your income earning potential and your ability to make money. It has everything to do with your ability to create wealth is this topic. If you're not in the hashtag Grow Your Life Facebook group, be sure to join that group. There's over 1,500 people like yourself that are growing in their life and in their business. So check that out as well. I got courses on my website all about running Facebook ads, funnels, challenges, offers, building your website, creating courses, and how to get your mind right, how to do the practical steps of all of that. So check that out at jeremiahkurkowski.com. Now today, what I want to talk about is focusing your mind. And I'm going to start by dropping a bomb on everybody. This is the big bomb, okay? Whatever you focus on mentally is the world that you create. If you are an entrepreneur, if you are a business owner, and you are creating a business, what you mentally focus on every day, day after day after day after day, is the world that you create in your business. And some people fight that fact and think it's a strategy. They think that there's some strategy that they're missing and that it has nothing to do with their thought life. And then they're constantly thinking about how things are going wrong, how they're broke, how they got no money, how the world is going to hell in a handbasket, how nothing's going how they want, how things are going horribly wrong around them in the world, and how things are just getting worse. Well, you know what? If that's what you're focused on mentally, that's the world that you are creating. And I see people, and they don't even realize this, that their negativity is literally creating that world of the negativity that they exist in every single day. And then they wonder why they can't make money in a business. And they've taken every course, they've taken every training, they've taken all that, but they're negative all the time about how bad everything is going on around them, how nothing works out for them, and they're beating themselves up anytime they make a mistake. You got to change your mind, my friends. You got to change your focus. You got to change the focus of your thought life. First off, you got to encourage yourself. You got to encourage yourself to create, to produce the world that you want. You have to believe in yourself. So if your mental thoughts are all about punishing yourself and beating yourself up when you make mistakes and being hard on yourself because maybe that's been the pattern in your life that you believed has helped you get to where you are today. I know there's some of you that actually believe that how hard you are on yourself is what's gotten you to where you are right now. I'm here to tell you that's a dead lie. I'll probably lose some people for that one because they hold to that belief so deeply that anything that opposes it is against them, is how they believe. You cannot create the life that you want by being so negative all the time, by beating yourself, by punishing yourself, by being hard on yourself. It only ever happens in the moments when you believe in yourself, when you encourage yourself, when you focus your thought life, when you have self-control enough to focus where you're thinking, where you're putting your thoughts, and then that follows through in your actions and in your decisions. I promise you that. When you start encouraging yourself in your power, when you start encouraging yourself in what's possible, when you start encouraging yourself in possibility of what you can create every single day, that is the reality that you create in your life. If all you're focused on is how bad you are, how nothing goes your way, how the world is going wrong, how things are getting worse, how the world is going to hell in a handbasket, and how you just can't do anything right, well, that's the world that you're choosing to create. I said choice. because you are literally explicitly deciding, you are making a decision. It's as if 100% you are saying, I want all of these bad things to happen in my life. That's what it is. And I know that that's really hard for people to hear. In fact, it's offensive to people when they first hear it, till you realize that it's the absolute truth. Whatever you focus your thought life on is the reality that you create. And if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a business owner, you don't have time to be thinking about any of that negative stinking thinking, any of that upsetness, any of that how things are not going good. I see so often people with so much potential, business owners. It makes me sad. They have the potential to build $1 million business, and yet all they do is post about how everything is going wrong in the world and in their life on their social media, and all their conversations are negative, and all the people they listen to are negative, and they're supporting this negative story in their life, and then wondering why nothing seems to go right for them, because that is the reality that they are creating. You want to shift it? You want to change your reality? You want to build a business that makes $1 million? I do not know a single successful business owner that has not realized this thing, changed their thinking, like really. I've seen people do it like the cop-out way, where like, I'm thinking positively, but like inside they're still thinking really dark and negative thoughts. Doesn't work. It has to go and permeate your entire being, from the top of your head to the tip of your toes. Your focus on positivity, your focus on what you're building, your focus on goodness, your focus on joy and happiness and how things are going well. Having positive expectation of things. That even when the world is in chaos around you, you have positive expectation. This is a word for some of you right now. That even when you see the darkest of the darkness around you in the world, that you stay focused on what God's called you to do, and you stay focused on the goodness in your life, and you stay focused on what you are creating instead of the distraction of the darkness around you. It takes perseverance. It takes intentionality. It takes self-control of the mind to focus the mind on what is good and good things and what you are creating when every single thing around you is going against you. When every single thing around you is going opposite of how you would like it to go. And this applies, by the way, to everything. Politics, technology, the internet, family, friends, your finances, all of it. If you can teach yourself, if you can establish in yourself, then when things are going chaotic, when they're going against how you would like them to go, that you stay in joy, you have hope, you have expectation of goodness in you, that even when things fail, you count it all joy. You don't let your happiness be tied. See, this is what it is. We're tying our happiness to how everything goes. You have to detach your emotion of happiness, joy, safety, and security. Those are some buzzwords, safety and security. Detach your foundation from how everything goes and realize that you're safe and secure and happy and joyful even when things don't go, quote unquote, how you would hope them to. Focus your mind in that way and it will start to change your life. I was somebody in my life that I have been very negative, focused on all the negative stuff because I felt like that was how I was going to change the world. Like that was how I was going to make the world a better place, is by looking at all the bad stuff going on and then creating solutions. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't. All it does by focusing on the negative and all the bad stuff is it just creates more of that. It just empowers more of that. And so we have to shift our mind focus towards what am I building? What am I creating? What is the positivity? What I hope to happen in the best case scenario? I see people so often, they got the potential of building the best thing. They could build solutions in the world, in a business, make millions of dollars, impact society, and then then they just spew negativity about how bad the world is constantly out of their mouth. And that's the world that they are creating with their mouth. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. What you speak out manifests in your life. That's a biblical thing. What are you talking about? What are you typing about? What are you reading up on all the time? Where are you putting your brain focus? Where are you focusing your brain energy on a daily basis? If you're an entrepreneur, if you're a business owner, you don't have time to focus on all that bad stuff. You just don't. Because you are called to build solutions. You are called to create the better stuff. You are called to impact the world. You don't have time to sit around and complain and whine and be upset about how nothing's going right in the world around you. You are called for something greater. And so you have to focus your mind, focus your thoughts, control your thoughts, and have hopeful expectation of the good stuff that you're creating. Have the most positive hope of how things could go right, could go well for you. What if you are the catalyst to change the world in a positive way? What if that's what you were born to do, to rock the boat enough to change the world in a positive way, and then right out of your mouth, you're killing that blessing because you're empowering darkness because that's all you're focusing on. I see people do it all the time. I was one that used to do that. The reason I'm saying all this to you guys is because this is stuff that I did for years. This is stuff that I did for so long. I knew that I was called to impact the world positively. And then I was spewing negativity about how nothing was going right constantly. And then wondering why what I was experiencing was the negative. And realized, wow, I'm a lot more powerful than I gave myself credit. And I need to watch my tongue. And I need to watch what I'm focused on. And I need to watch who I'm letting speak into my life. What I'm listening to. What I'm letting get into my brain. What I'm letting shift my focus. What I'm letting control my thoughts. And take back control of my thoughts. Away from the negativity. To focus it back towards what I'm called to do. And the goodness that I'm creating. So I hope this encourages you. I hope this encourages some of you that are listening to this podcast, that are watching this live. I know this was a bit of a shorter episode, but I truly, truly believe if you get this, it'll change your life in every possible way. Listen, if you're a business owner that wants to grow in your business and build a business to the next level, I'd love to work with you. I'd love to help you do that. You can schedule a free 15-minute call with me on my website, jeremiahkrakowski.com. There's over 136 podcast episodes of the Grow Your Life podcast on my website that you can listen to for free. And I got courses that walk you through step-by-step all the ways of finding customers, closing deals, getting more sales online. Grow your life, everybody. And we'll talk soon. All right. And that was a wrap. That was the recording of the podcast episode. Thanks, guys, for sitting here. Thanks, guys, for being on this episode right here, being on this live broadcast. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll comment back with some people and we'll have that dialogue going.